σε έξυπνες τιμές. Όλο τον Αύγουστο. Διξάν υγρό πλυσίματος 48 πλύσεις 6,95. Όμως σκόνη 65 πλύσεις 8,35. Σάιο σαμπού 750 ml 3,20. Φάπος μυτικό 150 ml 1,70. Smart χαρτί κουζίνας 400 φύλλα 2,45. Smart έξυπνα και οικονομικά.
Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. This is the Coral Bay Strip and we're going to take a right and we're going to head to Paphos. So this could be that information video from Coral Bay to Paphos that's waiting just for you. If you want to know the route, and of course I'm going to give you one or two little bits of tidbits along the way as well. Hello, my name is Mr. Paul. Thank you for joining me and thank you for coming to the little channel known as Marika and me. So Coral Bay to Paphos. We're going to go through Kissonerga and we're going to go through downtown Clorica as well. What information can we give you today? Well, if you want the bus number is 615. Yeah, going to cost you €2 each way. And perhaps if you are going to hop on and off all day, you might be wise to buy a bus pass for the day, which is €6.50. If you're going to come by taxi from Coral Bay Pier to Paphos, if you're lucky, maybe €25, but more likely it'll be 35 to 40 euros, could be even as high as 50 euros each way. So don't forget to negotiate and perhaps go on the internet and look for that special deal. But on average, it'll cost you 35 to 40 euros or thereabouts. If you're going to hire a car, at this time of year in the summer, you can get a little run around for around about 40 euros a day, but be aware that most of the hire companies will require you to hire the car for a minimum of 3 days. Yeah, obviously the price comes down slowly but surely as you extend that rental period, but they want the magic 3 days. There's things like insurance and wear and tear and staff to pay, if you understand. Simple as that, isn't it? Same all over the world. I think it's very rare that you can hire a car for just a day, or if you can, you're going to pay the same figure as if you hire it for 2 or 3 days. Everything's looking blue, by the way. The sky is looking blue, the sea is looking blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, so that must mean one thing: all that's missing is you. So why not get yourself on that big bird or that canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you. So what other information can we give you as we drive on this little route? It's around about 20 kilometers, so that's about 15 miles from Pier to Paphos downtown, as I would call it, by the Paphos Mall. That's where we're going to come out. Along the route, hotels, restaurants, hire car companies, anything you can name, you're going to find. You don't need to venture up towards the right, up into the hills and up into Upper Paphos if you're on a holiday and you're looking for anything. There's plenty of kiosks around. In fact, there's a kiosk coming up now. I mean, to be fair, the word kiosk doesn't do it justice. It's more like a mini supermarket. Anything that you can want, from a blow-up inflatable dinghy, shall we say, or some rings, or a blow-up ring. I know what you thought I was going to say. Yeah, or a cigar or two. I'm watching you, Lord Martin, Baron Von Cigar. I've got my eye on you. Big shout out to your girl and our girl, Lady Victoria, as well. 24-hour kiosk, Bayside kiosk coming up here on the right-hand side. This is the Kissonerga crossroads. If you go to the left, you would work your way up into the older part of Kissonerga, the Kissonerga village. And if you kept going, you would end up in Talar. Yes, you see, information galore on this little episode of Marika and me. And this has had some new tarmac on this bit of road because the inundations and the potholes and all those kind of things were destroying the cars. And if you happen to have a Tesla, I think your car would be in lots and lots of bits. Isn't that right, Lord of the Tesla? Lord Marcus. Looking forward to seeing you and your girl, of course, Lady Jodie, I do apologise, when you jet into downtown Paphos on that big bird very, very soon indeed. This is a brand new hotel. Well, it went up during the pandemic, but it's quite a new resort, and it's the Atlantica Mare Village Paphos. And it looks like quite a nice place. Sits on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. So this is downtown Kissonerga, plenty of shops, The Wraith coffee shop is over there. We've got a doctor's place. We've got a lady selling clothes called the Fashion Hub, and we've got the gift finder if you're looking for a perfect gift for someone special in your life. Plenty of restaurants. If you've got a computer with you and you've got some problems, there's Paphos Computers. If you want to go and buy some clothes, there's the Revival shop. And if you want to pop into another supermarket, there's the IKEA Gora supermarket on the left-hand side. And then there's another hotel here, same group, Atlantica Group, and this one is called, I always can never remember what this one's called. It's changed its name, you see. It used to be called the Lara Bay. Now it's called the Atlantica Bay, I think, in downtown Kissonerga. That was a nice BMW, wasn't it? I like the colour of it coming the other way. I'm not really into BMWs that much, but I do know a man who's bought one. A nice blue one, actually. So big shout out to Sir Chrissy of the 59, who desperately wants to be Chrissy of the 69. What have we got coming up here? Some beachside villas. Yep, there they are. If you want to go and see them, the Kamates villas, go and hunt them down on the little channel known as Marika and me. Search in the YouTube search bar and you'll find myself and Marika prancing around in a villa or two right on the coastline in downtown Kissonerga. Some more information for you if you are driving in a car, by the way. Be very careful of your speed, because the boys and girls in blue are taking it very seriously now. They're trying to keep our speed down. This road is predominantly 50 kilometres all the way from Coral Bay to Paphos. There are one or two stretches where it's 80 kilometres, but remember 50 kilometres, which is 30 miles an hour. So you're allowed to go 10 kilometres over, so a few miles an hour over. So if you stick to 59, 60 kilometres, you won't be going far wrong. And you won't get there any slower or any quicker, by the way, because of course there's traffic lights and people and cats and dogs and buses and all those things. There's that bus I was telling you about, 615, just in case you didn't believe me. And of course it says Coral Bay. And when it's coming back, guess what? It says To the King's Paphos. So it's very easy. Most of the bus drivers speak pretty good English, but remember, it's not their first language. So speak slowly and precisely, and they'll understand where you want to go. And of course, be polite as well. I was talking to a gentleman who was a bus driver the other day, and he said people can be quite rude to him when he's in downtown Glasgow. Big shout out to Sir David, and of course Lady Deborah, and of course the girl who doesn't like her name mentioned, but she does like her name mentioned, their little princess, Princess Millie. Hopefully you'll have a great time in Tenerife, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys when you come to Paphos again next year, because we know you're coming back, because you've got a place in your heart with Paphos written all over it. Now, at these traffic lights, everybody has to stop, because these are in an enforcement zone, or as I call it, traffic controlled. There's cameras that take pictures of us if we go through on amber, never mind if we go through on red. And also, if you boot it, they get you for speeding as well. Clever, these governments, aren't they? Getting very clever indeed. It's all about the tax, isn't it? Anyway, rant over, Lord Andy and Lady Ness from downtown Shropshire. And of course, they'll be getting on a big bird very soon indeed, and jetting into Paphos, booking themselves into the Alexander the Great Hotel, and at the same time, our girl in charge of the show, that's our day man, will be here as well. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys very much indeed. Friends for life. If you want some electrical goods, there's Premier Electrical. They sell fridges and cookers and all sorts of things, even rampant rabbits apparently. So if you haven't got one in your suitcase, pop in there, and I'm sure one of the girls or one of the guys will demonstrate it especially for you. So this is downtown Clorica, yes, and there's a brand new fish restaurant open there. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. It was something else before, but it's all been rejuvenated, and now it is primarily a fish restaurant. And I'll tell you what, there's quite a nice view out of its back window. If you want to go to Clorica Beach, you take a right there, and in a few seconds you'll be sitting on the coastline, feasting your eyes and digesting upon the beauty and the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea. If you take a left there, by the way, just before Mike's kiosk, you we'll go to the Duck Pond Market, and that operates on a Wednesday and a Sunday. Wednesday, to be honest, not a lot going on. Sunday, of course, there's a lot more stalls there, and perhaps you can find that magic little bit of tat for you. Coming up on the right hand side is the King Eliathan Hotel. Who's staying there? Ooh, I know, a girl who's probably going to be parachuting in. Yes, our Lady Heather, and of course her Lord of the Steve. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys when you come back to the Island of Love, Paphos in particular, in November. And you'll be that little bit closer to the Paphos Promenade and Harbour, so hopefully we'll get to see more and more of you. Now, this is Paphos, by the way. If you don't believe me, in a few seconds there's a sign coming up on the left hand side and it's going to say Paphos. So we have arrived at our final destination. Hopefully my head doesn't get chopped off. And they've spelt it P-A-F-O-S. Drop it in the comments. How do you think that Paphos should be spelt? Confusion, you know. You come in from the other side and it's spelt the other way. I don't know. What's going on in the world? That's what I'm saying. There we go. Aspire School, if you've got some littlies in your life and you want to get them well educated, that is on the right hand side. English curriculum and some very good teachers indeed. And this is the Tomb of the King's Avenue. Quite a popular destination if you're going to come on a holiday. There's lots of hotels, lots of complexes, apartments and villas and those kind of things, and you're not far away from the blue Mediterranean Sea, and you're not far away from the harbour and promenade either, by the way. And as we speak, there are two of our superstars staying in the Kissonerga Hotel, which will be coming up in a minute or so, and of course they'll be jetting into the harbour and promenade area tonight, hopefully to come and have a chat with myself and of course Miss Gracivia. Booth. If you fancy a croissant or two, you've got the little supermarket on the left hand side, and right across the road you've got the Venus Beach Hotel, 5-star luxury. What's going on with these traffic lights? That's what I want to know. Oh, of course, Lady Andrea is on her holidays again. Not that she keeps them on green when she's working. Let's get going. Tomb of the King's Avenue. We're going to crescendo our way towards the King's Avenue Mall and the roundabout. At that roundabout, if you take a right, you would go straight into the Cato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And that's the main event, as we call it. And if you're looking for us, that's where you're going to find us more often than not. And if you want to pull up a chair and chew the fat, why not come and join us at the King's Restaurant? We're there most evenings. It's the first restaurant as you enter the harbour area. All you got to look out for is a man dressed head to toe in blue, with a hat on his head, which is blue, a dark pair of sunglasses, and of course sitting right next to him will be his blonde beauty, Miss Gracivia Booth. Why not bring your girl and let's chew that fat. On that note, if you like what I see, why not hit that like, smash that subscribe button, and perhaps keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Cyprus. And if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, drop it in the comments, and you never know, that video may be coming very soon indeed, especially for you. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, if you'd like to drop a few drops of benzene into the tank to keep us driving around making these videos, especially for you, why not hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform? That's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. And we say a big thank you to some of the guys that do. If your name is Lord Kevin of Liverpoolshire, thank you very much indeed. And of course, very soon indeed, you will be grabbing the hand of Lady Kathy and jetting into downtown Paphos, and we'll be waiting especially for you. There's also two new channels in the group. One is called Cars and Me, and one is called Marika and You. If you go to our information page on YouTube, there are links to allow you to click through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and of course to Cars and Me. That's me buying and selling cars, losing money, and again making a bit of money, you never know. And of course you can also tune into the new channel Marika and You, where she takes you on her life experiences and adventures, shows you some of her outfits, her makeup routines, hair routines, and just chats generally with you guys. And we'd like you very much to get involved with the channels and drop us some comments and tell us in which direction that you would like us to go. So, Tomb of the Kings Avenue, plenty of businesses, restaurants, shops, kiosks, you name it. Kiosk over there waiting for you, by the way, on the King's Road. And of course, there's always something new going on. As one business closed down, another business opens up, and it could be something waiting excitingly just for you. Here's the bus station, by the way. This is the brand new terminal on Tomb of the Kings Road. So if you come from Coral Bay, that's where you have to get off. If you then want to go to the harbour, you have to get on another bus. This is why I keep telling you to get a day pass. At least for €6.50, you can hop on and off the right bus or the wrong bus all day, and it'll only cost you €6.50. I wonder where that bus is going. I've mentioned this before. They tell you on the front of a bus, don't they? But they should tell you on the back of the bus, because more often than not, you are following a bus and it just says 611. I wonder where 611 goes. Does it go up to the Old Town or does it go down to the harbour? I don't know. Lady Tracy, she's the girl in charge of all the buses in downtown Isle of Sheppey. She's coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed, and we're looking forward to seeing her and get very, very excited indeed. But she's the girl in charge of all of the bus information, so perhaps drop it in the comments and let us know, where does 611 go? This is the Paphos Mall, or to give it its correct name, Kings Avenue Mall, coming up on the left hand side. We are going to take a right at the Mall roundabout and head down for a quick view of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And like I say, don't forget, if you do like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe, and please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on our travels in and around Cyprus, in particular Paphos. Here's a little game for you. What car do you think Paul's driving today? It's got one of these strange gearboxes where I've got to use my hand. But luckily, it's a very reliable car. It's a very smooth car. A little city car, and a great, great car indeed, with possibly one of the greatest badges on the front and on the back, in my opinion. We've just come past the Paphos Skywalk, by the way, a little walking area, and there are some catacombs and things there on the left which you can investigate, but be careful there's no snakes sitting there waiting for you. Wouldn't be nice, would it? No. Down there is downtown paradise, so don't click off just yet. You are going to get a spectacality of a view indeed, straight out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. And like I say, please don't forget to go and hunt down our other channels, Cars and Me, and of course Marika and You. At the moment, they don't really show that much in the YouTube algorithm because they're two brand new channels. So the easiest way for you to locate them is to go through to our About page, our information page on Marika and Me, where the links are provided, and you can click straight through and watch one or two videos of Mr. Paul monkeying around with cars, and of course Gracila Booth having a chat with you. And like I've said, please get involved in the comments. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. No offense will be taken, and tell us in which direction you would like us to go. At the end of the day, you are the guys that are watching us, so it's our job to make sure that we keep you entertained. That's what it's all about, isn't it? A little bit of entertainment, a little bit of fun and games as we take you on our little adventures in and around Paphos and in our life, shall we say. Gentleman in front is not really aware of the world around him. He's wobbling his head this way and that way. He's got no seat belt on. Luckily his wife's got a seat belt on because she understands that, well, perhaps he's an idiot in a car. Anyway, we've just found out where bus 611 goes because we caught up another one. So if you're coming from Coral Bay, you want to get on the 615. That drops you off then at Tomb of the Kings, and then you want to get onto the bus 611. You see, information galore on the little channel known as Marika and Me. Thanks for watching, and of course I look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed. there's the big boy, by the way. That's the Ocean Vision Super Cruiser, operated by Paphos Cruises.com. If you want a cruise ship extravaganza, remember those words, Ocean Vision. Go and hunt it down in the YouTube search bar and follow it by the words Marika and me, and I'm pretty sure you'll see us have an adventure of a lifetime. And of course, we're joined by the superstars known as Lady Whitney, who likes that little bit of brightness, and of course the man of her dreams, the Lord of the Jace. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Wait for the final view, don't click off just yet. Where's that big boy cigar? There it is. Where's that lighter? Yep, there it is. And now it's time to go and get a nice hot latte coffee. See you again very, very soon indeed. There you go. Feast your eyes and digest. Life is good.